I made a huge mistake in my last video. And what mistake that was, I will talk about in this video. So in my last video, I talked about my experience, my view, my opinion about DEF CON 1 2024 and why it was the worst DEF CON 1 for me so far. And there were basically three big points I made. The first one, the beer. The second one, that prices are getting higher, it's getting more and more expensive and you get less in advance. And number three, people using like way too many drugs there. These were my main 3 points. And some of you could agree to the fullest. Some of you could agree in some points and some of you couldn't agree at all. And everything is completely fine because I said maybe there are points that I can think about. Because this is why I was sharing my opinion with you, to discuss this respectfully and to get another view on that and maybe change my mind about that. And also, thank you very much for everyone who texted me on Instagram. There were many people that texted me there and had a different opinion, but we had a really respectful talk about that and talked in German or in English. And that was really nice. Thank you for all of you sharing your opinion. And I think what most people could, what most people agreed with was the beer thing. First of all, that they changed Heineken for Budweiser. I think most of the visitors didn't like it. And yes, there were also people that said, yeah, I don't care, I just drink water. Okay, obviously you don't have a problem with that, but if you are a beer drinker, you probably have a problem with that. Like, most of the people I asked said, well, I wish they had Heineken instead for Budweiser. And yes, there are also some people that just don't care. That's all right. So first of all, I said it in the last video, it's a matter of taste. But I prefer Heineken over literally everything else. And the second one was that I felt scammed because there was too much foam on the cups. And there was one girl on Facebook saying, I worked in the bar and you don't know how hard it is. It's so loud, it's so stressful, it's so hot in there. And just do my job that weekend and then you see how hard and how difficult it is. And with all respect, but you have chosen to work there, first of all. And second, I didn't even blame you. I didn't even say you are making a mistake. But like, you have to ask your manager. The manager is pissed and maybe you are pissed then. And the machine is like not making the cups full. And even if you ask for more, like, can you please fill it up because it's not enough? Everyone seems to be so pissed and so annoyed, but please, you're paying €8 for a large cup of beer. So you should get a large cup of beer. And it's seriously not about the money. It's about feeling to get scammed. That's basically it. And most of you could agree with that point. The second point, where some of you could agree with, was that everything is getting more expensive and you get less in advance. Some of you said it was the best DEF CON ever, and some said, well, I'm not going next year because it's getting more and more expensive. Even though some said they don't even go since last year because it got too expensive. And yes, I know there is inflation, everything is getting more expensive. I know all about that. But let's just compare the prices from DEF CON with, for example, Intense or Decibel. Compare the ticket prices, compare the drink prices, and then explain it to me. I don't understand. Maybe because it's the name, maybe because it's Q-Dance, but overall, it's like, it feels like Q-Dance wants to make more and more and more money. And that was my point. Some of you didn't even watch the full video or said things like, yeah, I stopped when he was talking about the green lasers. That's such a bullshit argument, such a bullshit point. I have no problems with green lasers. In fact, I just made up that point because I said ticket prices are getting higher and then you're using lasers that are cheaper. And this was the point. It's not a problem with green lasers, in fact. And also, some people said, yeah, but you don't need colorful lasers. You can use the green ones. Yes, no problem. But what I thought, what I want to say is, ticket prices are getting higher. You pay more for your drinks. Then the drinks are not full. Then the systems they use for light technique and for sound technique feels cheaper. Maybe sound was not a problem besides from power hour, but I think that was not because of the quality of the subwoofers or something. It was just like, I don't know, wrong coordinated or whatever. And yeah, shit happens. I mean, it wasn't cool. I was disappointed, but okay, shit happens. That's all right. But like, if you are also checking the path where you get points to from spending money to raise in level, this all shows me Q-Dance wants to make us spend more money. And not because like we're such a big family and we love each other. No, it's only because of capitalism. And this is the point I made. It's not about green lasers. It's not about like 20 minutes of bad sound. It's the complete thing. And I hope you understand now. Higher ticket prices, and it feels like you're getting less in advance. And again, I want to say, it feels like if you get less. I'm not saying it's a fact. I just say what I'm feeling. And this is my view on this. And the third point I made is the thing with the drugs. And I think this is the point where most of you couldn't agree. Where some people said, yeah, this is typical German that you think about drugs like that or whatever. I never had a problem with people taking drugs. Yeah, but this is your personal view. My personal view is that nearly every festival I'm having problems, even though there are small problems with people taking drugs. Like they sniff something into their nose and then they just don't care anymore because they are in their ego perspective and they're like, I want to party, it's about me, it's my festival, and then they don't care about each other anymore. And I don't know, kick beers from others away with their elbow or whatever. And things like that happen if you at least say sorry. But this doesn't even happen. And this is my experience. If you made another experience, that's all right. But this is my experience. And to be honest, I cannot understand to support using drugs. I cannot understand this. Yeah, but well, do whatever you want. It's your health. It's your festival, whatever. Do what you want, but I repeat myself, just don't bother any other people. And then everything is all right. Do what you want, but I'm not taking drugs. I won't take any drugs. So do whatever you want. And now, what kind of mistake did I make in my last video? And it's pretty obvious. In my last video, I said it in the video, please, let's be respectful with each other. I said it at the beginning and at the end of the video. I said it in the caption, please be respectful. I made a comment where I said, please, let's discuss respectful. And many people did that, even though they had a different view. And as I said, texted me on Instagram. We had a great discussion. And there were things where I changed my mind about, where I was like, yeah, maybe I have to think about that. But some of you were just not able to discuss respectfully. And to be honest, I do not understand, because I didn't blame any one of you in person. And I didn't say, it was so bad and it is all your fault, or I wasn't even hating at all. I just said, these are my points, let's discuss this. That's all. And I don't know how you can feel so offended that you're like making fun of other people, or saying this is ridiculous, or saying you're talking bullshit, or saying, I don't know, you have no clue, man, you don't know anything, blah, blah, blah. I mean, if you think that, then please give me a reason why. And then also we can discuss about that. Because what I wanted to do with my last video is starting a discussion about that, and probably having 1 or 2 points where I can change my mind, because maybe my view is wrong. I didn't say I'm right, I'm correct, and I know everything. I just said this is my view and let's have a discussion. And then people are coming like, you're dumb, this is bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Do you really think that this is like a good start for discussion and helping a person change his mind? I don't think so. So thank you for everyone who was texting me or leaving a respectful comment. From now on, if there is a comment which like is just there for hating or making fun of other people or whatever, I will just not comment on that. I will just not react. Write whatever you want. With the respectful people, I will definitely have a good discussion. We can talk about everything. And again, maybe I'm wrong with everything. I don't know. I'm just sharing my opinion. And I want to repeat, I hope I am wrong with some points. I really hope. Because DEFCON 1 at least was our home, the home of all of us. And I want it to be my home again. And this is why I hope where I can change my point of view a little bit. This is all I want to say. No hating, no being disrespectful, nothing like that. Just having a good discussion about it, thinking about 1 or 2 points, and that's basically it. Thank you for listening to me again. Thank you for sharing your opinion. I'm going to Novalia tomorrow, where the DropZone Festival starts. I'm really looking forward, because last year DropZone was amazing. So yeah, I will be in Hardstyle Paradise for the next few days, and after that I will go to Dominator. So maybe see you at one of these festivals. Looking forward to that, and stay hard. See you at the next festivals.